Good morning. All right, so again, this is total body 2, week 9. I think this is the last week of phase 2. So that's good, because I'm getting tired of these. I'm hoping they change up the workouts in the next one. And I'm hoping whatever we do does not go for the entire time, like this one did. So um, today is going to be, I think, squats. I think, wait, it might be squats, bent over row, and well, I'll have to look, but you would think by now I'd memorize it. And I did actually look at it this morning, but I get them confused with the other workouts. This is the one that has that push-up thing that I haven't been able to do yet, because I haven't figured out where to do it. They call it, is it glute something push-ups? Um, glute ham raise push-ups, or GHR push-ups, as he calls them on the actual thing. They're glute ham raise. Okay, so basically you have to pin your feet and do these push-ups and pull yourself up with your glutes. I haven't been able to find a place to put that's that low, to hold my feet down that low to the ground. I was trying to look at what he's using. He's using his squat rack, which has the bars at the bottom, but they're up about, I don't know, at least an inch or two, or at least an inch from the ground. And here, the squat racks here are either right up against the ground or a lot higher in their crossbars, so I can't use them. You probably use a really low bench. But see, around here, if I was doing that, I'd be like sticking out into the middle of the walkway where everybody's walking. So there's nowhere to do that. So I have to go over to the PT area. It's the only place where you could do that without being in people's way. Then you have to figure out how to pin your feet down. I'm going to try it today. I'm going to try and figure something out. I have an idea. If the bench over there is available, I'll put the bench there and put a bunch of weight on top of it so my feet don't shift it. And see if I can hold my feet down under that. But it's going to be a tough one. Anyway. So anyway, today's barbell squats, overhead press, and okay, dumbbell high pulls. 4 sets of each, the same as always. This is why this one doesn't mix it up as much. First month and even second month seem to mix it up more than this does. So these are getting a little old, but that's all right. It's 1 month of them. Hopefully they'll throw in some new exercises during the last phase, and we'll get more going. So after we do the dumbbell high pulls, we'll be doing the supersets, or the superset, which is dumbbells / kettlebells things, and the shoulder weird cheater crossover things he calls them. And that's it. Oh no, and then we have the push-up thing. I'll see. So I'm starting pretty early today. As you can see, it's only 6:10 in my time, which normally I don't start. I've been starting 6:45, 7 o'clock. But I'm trying to get started so I can get done before 8. And I want to do the ab workout today, so I got to keep my pace up and see if it's possible. But there you go. First workout. First exercise is, oh yeah, and I'm doing squats. And today I'm going to do it without the assist rack, the thing that puts it on the pole. I got to really be careful about my weight. Again, my back's been better. It's not been nearly as sore, but I got to make sure that I hold my form, because if I lose my form, I'm just going to ruin it. So we'll have to see how well I can keep the pace up here. Hold on. All right, so I don't know where to put this. Just put it to the side here. It's probably too close, but alright, a little better. I will just try to cut my head as close as possible. Let's see where I go. I probably won't drop my bum won't drop much below this bar anyway, so just because I'm not good at this. I am going to start light. I'm going to try and do 95 pounds, just to do a few weights, get my body aware of the exercise. Now, normally, if I was at home, I could put the camera behind me, or I could put it in front of me here. But not much better, right? Because you're like still, it's just all kind of awkward. I don't know the best place to put this pause. That's close enough. All right, so here we go. First thing, this is just a warm up. I should probably put the clamps on, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, you know if you're doing this right, you want to keep a visible eye on your squat when you're doing this. You know if you're doing this right, if the bar doesn't move forward and back. Ideally, it goes straight down, straight up, and all the time. So if you come all the way down good, but then you get tired and you lean forward trying to push it up, that's not good. That's when the back starts getting involved and things get risky. So try to make sure that when you're doing these, your the bar stays straight. I'm going to put this on my other wrist. I'm noticing that my glove pushes the button on my watch. Just said I did a rep. Moving the watch to my other wrist apparently is a rep. So if it's on my right hand, the buttons are away from my gloves. When I pinch back, it pushes the buttons. Not on this wrist. The other one is doing it. So, all right. I got to try to move fast today once I get going. So 190 to 2 minutes tops between sets. Let's go. So this is really light, but again, I'm trying to work on my form and wake up the muscles here. Muscles feel engaged. Let's go to the next level. So I'm not going to go all the way up to my expected height, which would be around, I don't know, what did I do last time? 2 something, 225, 255 at my max. Not doing that today. I'm off the training wheels today, and I got to go slow. Once I can feel my confidence coming back off the training wheels, then I'll go more. But this thing has a tendency to like you to do your heaviest weight first, which is just not good. So I'm going to go, I'm doing it my way. Going light. I have about 30 seconds, so I got about a minute. I'm doing the 190 for 90 seconds to 2 minutes break, which is what it recommends, but I'm going to try to keep it down. So I've got maybe till 3:30. I know, that first one really wasn't a full workout, that's it. What I can do in the meantime is that. Do some stretching. Help. Hey, is that name Night LR? Night Res. Oh, yeah, Night Res. I've seen you a couple times. Nice. Thanks for coming back, man. Good to see you. All right, time's up. Time to get under there. Try again. I'm supposed to only do 4 of my 4 rep max. Well, I'm doing my 4 rep max. This is not my 4 rep max, but this is my off the training wheels 4 rep max for today. It just means I'm not using the guide this time. I'm going back to making my body do all the work. Also, key element to think about when you're doing these exercises, a lot of times there's an easy point at the lift, like all the way up or all the way down, depending on which exercise it is. Like maybe like this one, what do you call it, rows. If you drop your hand, your muscles need to stay engaged throughout the entire exercise, through every rep, until you put the weight down. There's never a relax in the middle of a set. If you do that, that's when you get hurt. So keep in mind, when you're doing the rows, you put even when you're extended, your muscles are engaged here. It's not all the way down. That's when if you relax all the way, you get extra shoulder stress, you get bicep stress. Don't do that. Keep engaged, even at extended. Same thing with, I mentioned that because with the deadlift, the relax points put stress on your back. If you relax, you get injure your back. So be careful with that. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by, man. You know, sometimes this thing shows the emojis. Today it's not. I don't know what the I don't know what the criteria for this thing showing emojis is. The other day it was showing them, and then all of a sudden now it just puts long words in there. But I do know that do appreciate your stopping by, saying hi. Go get some rest, son. I've been up since a little after 4, but 4 a.m. not p.m. All right, I got to do 8 now. And what's odd about this is I'm actually going to go up to 205. Now I'll go back down when I do the 16, probably back down to about 185 again, maybe even 170. Now I injured myself with 225 back in July, early July. And I know I can do it because I've done that much weight, but I'm also trying to go deeper, lower on my squats. So um, I have to be careful. Plus, it's like so for me, these squats, the ones that I'm doing off of the rack, or what do you call it? I forgot what they call them. But somebody told me what it was called, but I don't remember. Just quick describing me next. You might not be able to tell, but I can. OCD. Okay. Right. The angle probably makes it hard to tell that it's crooked. But for me, I could just see that it's not level with the floor. 90 seconds is up. Let's do this. All right. Got to do 8. This is supposed to be my 8 rep max. I did obviously more at a lighter weight, or at 5 instead of 4 last time. So I did 8, but I did feel like I was shifting slightly. Watching the muscles closely, felt like I was shifting. Not great. My phone is heating up. That's not great. Not good. Normally it doesn't heat up. I normally don't. This phone hasn't been overheating like that, but apparently it is today. Bummer. Right. I have a cooler I could put on here, and maybe I'll start using it tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be good today. All right, so I gotta do 16 now. Time, if I do 2 minutes, I got till I have 10 and a half minutes. But, so I only went to 205 on my 8. Again, I felt like I might have been wavering slightly. Don't want to waver. all about form right now. Alright, so I want to go down to 70, 50, 145, 65, 65, maybe 75, 175. Just that I'm paranoid. Let's just make sure I want to make sure that my quads get their work. But beyond that, I'm not too. Again, I gotta strengthen my support muscles more than anything else. So anyway, 75 and the way I'm doing it is 225s, a 10, and a 5 on each side. Should be 175. That's 10 pounds lighter than my 4 rep max. So I'm still not sure about my AMRAP, which is supposed to be as many as you can do at your 4 rep max. I obviously have to do more than I did 8 of, so I'm going to try to do 210, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure I burned my whole 192 minutes trying to decide on my weight, so let's go. Got to do 16 of these. This is a lot. Yeah. Should be plenty recovered for sure. But we'll work forward a little bit. I want that 10-9. It's 16, but you know what? I felt like my form, I wasn't going deep enough. But I also felt like I might have been leaning forward a bit, which would not have been ideal. So, it's alright. Time, 13:20. So, we'll go to 15. How do I go up to 210 on this? Let's see. This is 65. I need 2 more 10s. 205, yeah. Oh no, 2 10s and a 2.5. This is a weird number of weights. I just didn't want to, I don't know, just getting lazy. Didn't want to take weights off. It's a lot of small weights here. 225s, 310s, and a 5, right? Yeah. No, a 2.5. So, I don't know, nobody else is watching, but if you were, let me know if you're seeing disconnects and reconnects, because it keeps showing them to me. Like, am I losing connection? And then it just restarts? Does it go black? I don't know. See, 3 of you are out there. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't seen these before, this is one of Jeff Cavalier's workouts from his AthleanX website. And I'm in phase 3, almost the end. There's actually a challenge at the end of every phase. I didn't look at what this one was, I don't remember. But then there's one more phase after this. I'm week 9. I guess there's, I don't know, 13 weeks, 14 weeks, something like that. I don't think there's a phase 5. I think there's only 4. I'm at 59, I think there's like 80 days, 80 some days. All right, I definitely went over my time. Now this is the hardest one I've done so far today, and I don't know if I'm going to go deep enough. But I'm going to just got to keep. My main concern is my back. So it doesn't feel that heavy, but yeah. So I did 4, but I didn't start my timer. It's supposed to be an AMRAP, so I'm gonna give myself 1.5 minutes instead of 2 here. I only did 4, but again, it felt like I said, my legs are not having a problem with this. My problem currently is my glutes, or is my lower back. I just feel like I'm leaning, like the upper body is not holding form, and I got to make sure that I keep form the whole time, so I stopped as soon as I felt like that was going away. I only got 1 minute left. See what I can get done here. All right, 25 seconds. I'm gonna try to get 1 or 2 more in. Okay, last one felt a little rushed. It's kind of cutting it close. I did lean forward. My back did not give out, but I did feel like, uh-oh, gotta watch myself. That's all right. So I did was it 4, 5, and 2? Oh, 11. All right, I got past the one that I was most worried about. So that's good. Now we have to do overhead press. But I should log that so I don't forget what I did. So I'll do that next. Our overhead press is not a squat press. The reason I mention that is because I often do it like a squat press. But basically you're trying to keep your legs out of it. It's a shoulder exercise. Now, I like to do it so that I don't let my elbows drop all the way down. Again, it's one of those don't go into that false relaxed state. I call it false. It's a truly relaxed state, but it's false in that it's actually helping you at all. If you come all the way down and just kind of let the weight sit on your arms like this, there's no more stress, no more muscle engagement, which is just resting on your folded arms. That's when my shoulder really, really does not like it. I can feel it, it's pain, and like I said, keep the muscles engaged at all times. So when you come down, I should stop pretty much at the bottom, but my muscles down to the point where everything is still locked. So I go down, up, down, up. You're always in an engaged state. There's no relaxed point. And if you have to relax completely, even with bench press, it's not come down and let it rest on your chest. It's come down and push back up. You're never not engaged with the muscle, with the weight. Those relaxed points is when things get hurt. But in the case of arm exercises like overhead press and chest, that's when the shoulders get stressed and pulled and muscles get inflamed and other nonsense. So I got to be careful on that. All right, quick break while I log the last lift. So I'll try to be quick. All right, so now my phone keeps telling me how hot it is. Your phone is too hot. Try again when it cools down. I have a cooler, but I haven't had to use it with this phone before. This is the first time my phone's actually heated up like this. So kind of an odd state. So every time I switch, it tells me, your phone is too hot. Try again later. So let me know if I'm losing you guys, if I'm getting disconnected. All right. I'm just logging my, on the upside when I do it this way, a little faster. All right. So I did 5 sets because I did a 185 10 times. And then I did 205. 205. And I did 205 5 times. But then I did, what did I do? What did I do for the 8? Yeah, I already forgot. I think I did 1. Did I do 205 again? I think I did 205 again. Just did the same thing. 8. Oh, I see it. Oh, I know what I did. I did not do 185 10 times. I did. I don't know what I did. I don't remember what I did. I think it was 85. Okay, see, this is why you log it right away. I don't know what I did. Okay, so after I did 205.8, I did 175. That much I know. 175 16 times. Then I finally did my AMRAP, and I did 210, 11 times. Alright, now it's overhead press. So that took me too long, probably at 5 minutes. Just I don't know why it keeps telling me that. Hopefully I'm not getting disconnected. It keeps telling me it's too hot. Try again when it cools down. I don't know what it says I'm trying. I'm just switching apps. Alright, here. Now, I have the hinge back pretty far on this. Sometimes it gets weighty and the phone will fall backwards. So if you're suddenly looking at the sky, you'll know the hinge, the hinge gave out. and you're staring at the ceiling while I do my lift. And that's 4 reps. See if I can keep my arm engaged for this. Wait, this is 115. It's probably too light. Like I said, I make the first 4 be actually less than my max. Okay, stiff high. It's pretty easy. Next one's got to be 8. Let's do, this is 115. Could I do 8? Yeah, let's do 110. So I did 115 5 times. And now I'm going to do 110 8 times. Now, if you don't get your legs into this lift, like all they're doing is acting as stability, making your shoulders do the entire work, you will find you do a lot less. Because that little push off that your legs can give you momentum, even if it's a little one. If their legs move at all, there's even the tiniest bit of squat in there, this gets a lot easier. You can add a lot more weight because it's that sudden that little push that can get the muscles going. If you can make your muscles start on their own, then when you do squat press, you can really do a lot more weight. Now, it's debatable what the benefit is. I mean, the whole point here is to keep the shoulders engaged the whole time, make them do the whole lift. Now, I'm pretty sure that did not take me 2 minutes. And I didn't do a warm-up set on this one. I just made my first set a warm-up set. Like I said, I can't go straight to my heaviest weights for the first lift, so I just hit standing around. That's all right. I can go a little faster. I went lighter than I should have on that. Let's do 8 of these. Didn't. Felt good, but my shoulder's still kind of hit me. It's complaining a bit. Next one's 16. We did 110. And you saw on at least 2 of those, I let my legs get in there, help me out. But at the end, I felt pretty good. So I'm gonna go, I think I went 105 for 16 last time. I'm trying to debate if I want to let my shoulder do 16 like that though. I'm gonna go 95. You know, this is actually a step back, but I'm just really concerned about the, plus, like I said, keeping my legs out of it definitely adds more stress. We'll call this recovery time. It's always one thing or the other, right? It's like, in July it was my lower back. In August it's my shoulder. Now typically, for me, shoulders, I do. No, I'm going 100, not 100, not 95. 100 is 20 pounds, or 10 pounds probably. But typically for me, shoulders have always been an issue. My left shoulder has been an issue since the beginning of my days. Hey, Imagine Bill. Yeah, actually, I got started early. I've been going for, good grief, it's 6:45. I've been going for, well, I thought a half an hour, but I don't think it's been an hour. No, maybe it has. How long has it been? Let's see what's my watch say. Yeah, half an hour. Been going for half an hour. I'm trying to get started early enough to get this done by 8 o'clock, and I want to do my ab workout today. So I'm trying to be more disciplined on my starts. All right, so I gotta do 16 of these. See if my shoulder's willing to do 16 of these. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, I got my legs in on those. That was really heavy today. That was tough. All right, I gotta do my AMRAP. Let's set my timer. 2 minutes. I'm giving myself the full 2 minutes. I'll put back at 115 for the AMRAP. So that's 115, 100, or 110. 115, 110, 100. Now, last time I did this, when my shoulder wasn't hurt, I did, I think, 125 or 130 for my 4 rep max. So this is a drop. But rather than over engaging my shoulder, I'm just gonna do this, focus on form as best I can, 35 seconds. Actually, maybe a little more. I only put my watch at 90 seconds, but so this is an AMRAP. So as soon as this is done, I'll set my watch back to 2 minutes. And I'll try that one. 2, 8. The trick is, can I do this, at least a couple of them, without making my legs do the work? There you go. On my marks. Get set. Shoulders back. Go. Oh. 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 Bringing the legs in, it's just too hard to do it without bringing my legs in. Good 6, but the legs are only helping with the start, with the initial push, give my shoulders some momentum to work with. But the legs are done assisting by the time I'm halfway up, so really it's just making my shoulders go. All right, I only got a minute left. Get 6. Probably enough, this just feels heavy. And I did 125 before. Of course, again, working form. And three, 6 and 3. I'll try to get another 1 or 2 in here. Got about 20 seconds. I'm done. I am done. Shoulders are done. Not 1. I got 1, but it was ugly. All right. Now I think we do, I don't remember what this is. Thanks, appreciate the motivation. But that last one was rough. All right, so let's switch over, log that stuff, and go on to the next one. Next lift is dumbbell high pulls, which are basically upright rows, but with a slightly different form. They're the Jeff Cavalier upright rows. All right, so 115, I did 5. And then did 110, 8. Then I did 100, barely, 16. Actually, with that one, I got most of them with good form. Kind of started to lack a little bit once I got to the last one. So I did 115 again. I did 11, but it was kind of an ugly 11. All right, next thing, now these are dumbbell. Like I said, they're the Jeff Cavalier dumbbell upright rows. I'm putting this down while I put my weights away. He calls them upright pulls, or something like a dumbbell upright pulls. I think it's 37. Which I guess is a pretty good. I mean, if you were trying to pull something over your head, that's how you would. That's that's the form you would be using. So at this next one, you're doing dumbbells, lifting them, and you're kind of going like this, like you're trying to pull it up over your head, except you're not going to go that high. Just kind of this. Your hands, you want your hands to lead the way, but it's kind of a shoulder raise. So upright rows, you would normally be doing this. He does not recommend doing those. He says those are bad for you. Now, I've always done those, but hey, he says they're not good for your shoulder. I'll take his word for it. Again, I'm not a certified professional. He is. He's a physical trainer, and so in theory, he should know what he's doing, right? Upright pulls. Well, high pulls, he calls them. I guess that takes that out of it. So, all right. I have no idea. What a camera is. But it's the same thing. This is the last one of the 4 set options where I do 4, 8, 16, and then an AMRAP. Hey, it didn't tell me it was too high. That's nice. Doesn't mean I can spit in the screen, but whatever. All right. Guess I'll start with 100. Oh, 50 pounds. 50 pounds each arm. This is so heavy to start with. I don't like doing really heavy weights to start. All right, so I did 5 at 100. I don't know what I normally do. I didn't look. Didn't check my history this time, but I know that I can do 110, and that was only 100. So now I think I'm gonna set my timer. As long as I start before the last 10 seconds of my timer, I did 2 minutes. So I gotta do 8 on this one. I obviously go down in weight. Guess I'll do 45. I'll do 90, 100, and then 90. I still think I could do more. Maybe I could do 47, which would be 95. I can think about it while I stand here. Oh, this is mostly adults up here in your shoulders. But the form is supposed to be better for your shoulders. So when we're coming up like this, you're making your hands lead the way on the pull versus doing a row, which is just this, which I guess forces a forward rotation of the shoulder while you're coming up. So Jeff Cavalier recommends you lead the way with your hands. So you're coming up like this. Still gets your neck muscles, your delts, but supposedly better for your shoulders. So, all right, my time is 15 more seconds. I'm gonna do 95. I think I can do 95 8 times. So we'll call 95 my 8 rep max and do as many as I can. Here we go. I did 10. Hey TDL, how you doing, man? Good morning. Doing good. Trying to work on stressing my shoulders some more so that I can ice them and ibuprofen them again later. No, not really. Not trying to do that. I mean, I will be icing it. I will be icing an ibuprofen, but I won't be. I'm not trying to do that. All right, so I did 100. Next, did 5. Trying really hard to stay on the timer, 60 to 90 seconds, but because I don't. Last time I did this workout, or one of these total body workouts, it took way too long. I'm gonna check my history. I got 50 seconds left on my rest. Let's see what I did last time. 190 and 80. What I did this time? 190. I haven't done 80. 80. Can I do 80? Let's go for 85. I'm gonna go for 85 16 times. I did 17 last time, so that tells me it was a little light. And if I get, 14, doesn't mean it's not my 16 rep max. It just means I'm tired. Because 16 rep max assumes that if you rest, or if you're rested and fresh, that you could do 16. I am not rested, and I am not fresh. And my time is up in about 3 seconds. So let's get on. All right, next one. So I said it's going to go for, let's see, I did 95, did 85, which should be, 42 and a half? 42 and a half. 16 times. To 16. So 85. But I was definitely tired. So I think that was a good number for 16. For today, anyway. We'll see how next time goes. If I do 17 next time, we will call, we'll improve. It was good. I went up on something. Hey, imagine joy. Thanks. The motivation's there. Okay, so I got one more. So now I gotta do an AMRAP. I still think I could have done more than 50. So I'm gonna go back to 55 on this next one, which is 110 pounds. Now this isn't it. I don't remember what it said I did for my AMRAP last time. Oops. Let's log this. With 85. I did 100, okay? And it says I did 8. So I guess I gotta do 60 pounders again. 60 pounders. See how that goes. All right. I don't know what 60 counters are, but I got 30 seconds to go get them. They're way over there. Okay, I guess it wasn't way over there. Just thought it was. Too long. Oh, the entire program is, it's got 4 phases. I'm in phase 3. I'm at the end of phase 3. I think there's like, I want to say 13 weeks. That's roughly 3 months. So I'm on week 9. Time's up. I got to do these. But yeah, so at the end of this week, I think there's a challenge. He does challenges at the end of every phase. So, that was a bad lift. Pick that up. My back is way curved. Don't do that. There's 5. Oh, does he? That's Tony Horton. I was getting mixed up with Tim Horton, which is the donut shop in Canada. You know, he's done several. I mean, he's done a lot of different workouts, but the main ones have been P90X, X2, and the X3. Really, the only one I've really liked was P90X, the first one. I've done X2 and X3. Oh yeah, and he did like a home gym one. That might have been like his first one because it was pretty low grade. All right, time. I got 40 seconds. Let's get some more in here. My left shoulder is not keeping up. I'm not getting it as high. Yeah, I like P90X. That was a good one. It's hard to keep up with that one because he's moving constantly. But if you have dumbbells, he doesn't use a lot of different gear, so it moves pretty well. But I do like it. Time's up. I'm only doing 11 today, but that's 3 more than I did last time I did it. So we'll log that. Oh yeah, making progress. Doing more. Still 120, but I did 11 instead of 8. So sorry about that. Guess I didn't have to hold the phone while I messed with my watch. But let's log that. Then we got to go on to the supersets, which is the kettlebell swing and the weird crossovers. He calls them the Cavalier crossovers. I know that must be his own invention because he gave it his own name. So I went up on 2 things on that one. That's good. I went up, increased the weight for my 16, and I increased the reps for my AMRAP. So, and the first set of my AMRAP was more than 4, which means the thing is, I can't, starting with those heavy weights for the first set is just so hard. My muscles just aren't like ready to engage that way. Like I said, I'm not a fan of that. I feel like you should do like a middle weight first. A really lightweight, something, just to wake the muscles up. Going straight to a 4 rep max. Just so, like doing 20 pounds lighter. I did the 4 rep max, and I only did 5 at 20 pounds lighter. But then I did the AMRAP after doing 3 other sets. And I did 6 on my first try, and 3, and then 6 and then 5. So it's definitely easier to do these weights if you give your muscles a chance to wake up. And I'm just not a fan of the way he just goes straight to it here. So just me, maybe other people are different. But some people, like me, like to let their muscles wake up, engage them a few times. All right, my time's up. 2 minutes is up. Let's get on with these last two now. This is the end workout. I'm gonna go do abs if I can't figure out something to do that weird glute, hamstring, I don't know, GHR push-up thing. I'm gonna try something over in the PT area, but I don't know. I haven't been able to figure out how to do those here. There's just not a lot of machines for that. But I'll try it. I'm gonna give it one more attempt. I have ideas. I've been thinking about it a lot. All right, so this one's the kettlebell swings followed by his crossovers, and you have to do them both, and you go to failure. So I definitely have to see what I did last time. I only need one dumbbell for this one now. Right. Looks like I did 110, 60. I totally marked that weird. Oh well, so 60 pounds. We'll do 60 to start. I don't like doing 20 somethings. Could increase the weight, but I don't think my shoulder is going to like it if I do. So those crossovers are going to be stressful. You want crazy though. You want a really hard workout that just makes you feel like you're going to die. do do insanity or even insanity max 30. Do those for a couple of weeks. Y'all, nothing compares as far as full out exhaustion and just overall tired. I mean, I haven't seen a workout program yet that exceeds that. All right, so let's get this done. I know I exceeded my 2 minute rest. My rest. All right. So this one's a kettlebell swing. You're basically just pivoting at the hip, and then the other one's he does this weird crossover thing. So, but I only need one dumbbell for this. So I'll put the other one away. Put this thing on the other side there, just so it's a little bit more at the angle I'm actually doing this at. See, this is the thing, keeping the camera from being in people's way. And that's kind of a big gotcha here. See, people walk by, and I'm going to be in people's way, and I don't like doing that. So back to what people have to walk by, and we're right next to the dumbbells, so they have to do what they got to do, right? Traffic is massive right now. People are squeezing by you. They're everywhere. This stuff at the gym sucks. Exactly. Well, that goes for every exercise. Just like I said with doing the squats, I'm the same way. I don't like starting heavy. This whole workout is start heavy. Everything going 4 rep max is starting really heavy. I mean that's really close to your max, right? And that's just a lot of pressure to put on your muscles right out the gate. A nice, you know, a bar or, 50% of your max or even less could be, better. Do 10 or 12 and just let the muscles wake up, get the blood pumping, because as soon as you start using those muscles, the heart starts pushing blood into those areas. So then when you go and do the lift, you've got more oomph in your step. All right. Too much. This is not supposed to be a rest. It turned into one. All right. Now for my bad shoulder. Twenty. Try to 20 each way. I don't know what I did last time, but I took too long of a break in the middle there, so let's just do a 2-minute rest. It's probably usually around 3 or 4, but 20 is so much. The traffic here is crazy. People going to my left, people going to my right, cutting in front of me, going behind me. I can't get out of the way. It's just too many. I don't know where to sit or where to stand. 20 is so high. All right, I'm gonna go grab a 65. I want to go a little heavier on this one. Nope. I always work out 6 days a week, but this one only has you working out hard 3 days a week. I've been working out. So this is only a 5-day workout, 5 days a week. And but when I want to work out 6, I will usually do like aerobic, go biking or running or something like that. And that's what I did Sunday. I did 90 minutes on my bike trainer at home. And then, so this one is 5 days a week. It's 3 hard days, 2 regen days. The regens are pretty light. Usually I'm done in 40, 45 minutes. If I do an ab workout, it might be an hour, but it's typically about that. So. Wow, 2-minute rest is really only now kicking in. All right, so this is going to max again. I'm doing 65. Increase the weight. Let's set my stopwatch for this one so I can see how long it takes me. Try to stay out of people's way if I can. Okay, now let's do my bad shoulder first, so my right arm doesn't put the bar too high. Okay, so I only did 10. But I think the problem was more my grip than my shoulder. My grip was losing it. It's a lot of, I really gotta do more farmer's carries. So I got 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes, but I'm only doing 3 minutes. So this is my most weight. I've never done 65 on this before. But man, I gotta do farmer's carries. Farmer's carries are just picking up 2 heavy weights and walking around with them. You gotta do that regularly to strengthen the forearms and your grip. My left forearm, I really need to start getting on it. Because it's my weights that I do for dumbbells or for deadlifts and rows and stuff like this are starting to exceed my grip. Now there are other things I've done. I've done grip rolls. Well, actually I call them grip rolls. I don't know that they're an official thing, but they work for me. Grip rolls is you put the dumbbell straight down between your legs or off to the side, doesn't matter, and then you let your fingers roll out and roll in, roll out and roll in, and you're basically extending and pulling in your grip, which will expand and force your forearms to contract and get that strength in there. So I like to do those sometimes too. Or I'll just do holds, hold the weight as long as I possibly can with, like I'll grab a 90 pounder or a 100 pounder, just hold it 20, 30 seconds. Because you really, when you're doing those lifts, deadlift or any of those, when you're doing any of those lifts, you're got to hold it for a long time. So it's got to be something you can hold for the time it takes to do the lift. And remember, each time that you do a contraction, the pressure on the grip goes up. So like if you're pulling up, pulling whatever, the down is easier, but the pull makes gravity fight you a little bit. So you really got to strengthen that ability to hold the weight when you're pulling. Now, granted, cable pulls and all those things that are stressing the grip help your grip too, but doing things like farmer carries or grip rolls focus solely on the grip and allow you to work those muscles. Yeah, I'm not feeling this in the low back. Not like injured, just those pivots. Dang, just got 30 seconds left. Let me try and step back from it. Stay out of the way, Ken. Stay out of the way. Let people walk to their dumbbells. All right, now 3 minutes is up. Yay. So it's okay to have a little stress in the lower back. You want to feel the muscle tightness, the tightness that comes with exertion, but you don't want to feel like like you're injuring yourself. So keep that form. Don't let your low back bend. And if you see my low back bend after I'm done, call me out. Call me out during, and I won't see you do it. I don't know that 22 is truly a failure, but I feel like I'm getting it's pretty close. Okay. Doesn't matter the time really. This is the last set before I go try to do those weird push-up things. So I did 12, which is probably too much for my left shoulder. Should have started with my left shoulder. But we'll see. Eight, 9, 10, 13. My left shoulder felt insulted. How dare you say I can't do this? It's a rivalry, you know. Anything right shoulder can do, I can do better. Okay, let's get out of this crazy busy location and go see if man, so many people here today. Just like, just people everywhere. The drawback to being at a popular gym, big gym. I mean, it's annoying. It's one of those times when I envy those the other streamers online that have like every piece of equipment you can imagine in a nice little private gym. Okay, so let's see if there's a way to do this weird push-up thing. I don't know. This is going to be hard. I just don't know that the equipment exists. I'm going to try and do it with this bench here. So, shoulder is actually feeling pretty good. Of course, I never know for sure, you know. When you're in the middle of a workout, you can't always tell, you know, once the muscles and the blood and everything starts pumping. Short of an injury, it's really hard to tell when you're stressing something. So if it's feeling sore or stressed, I won't know until later in the day. Oh, this isn't going anywhere. Ah, this is going to be so much of a pain. How can I make this work? There's just really no other machine around here to make this work. I'm going to have to just load it up with weight. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. So this is me trying to do this weird push-up thing that he recommends doing. Now this is the last one. Now this one you're going to loss of power. All these second phase things go to a loss of power, which basically means it's an explosive exercise where you're supposed to go boom, boom, boom. But suddenly you can't boom anymore and it's more like a then you're done. That's when you have to quit. So we'll see if this 90 pounds keeps this thing from moving. And I'll show you why I don't know if the screen ever shows like it's supposed to, but all right. So this is my setup. You see the bench with a couple of 90-pound weights over there. Now the spot where I want to put my feet is actually kind of high. In fact, my goal is to get my feet under here like this. Basically just, it's, all right, there you go, close enough. It's about as good as it's gonna get. As good as it gets, man. Hopefully this works. I think my feet are not in a good place, to be honest, but what can I do? It's as good as this machine. All right, so we'll see if my feet are held down enough. So this is a push-up where I come all the way up and I should be engaging my glutes. You don't want to come up like this. Come up like this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's do a practice 1 or 2 here. So this is another one of those where it's go until you lose power. So let's see. I'm already spinning. That's what I want to do. Oh, my foot feels like it wants to cramp because I have my toes are extended, and so the muscles want to cramp in. That's gonna. Oh wow, this could be a good workout. I might really feel this tomorrow. So I'm a little worried about it now. But just doing that one really woke up my my hamstring. Ow, man. Hopefully I'm not going to stress melt any muscles here. All right, let's do this. now I'm scared. Like, ooh, all right. You know, the thing is, I like work exercises that engage muscles in a way that they haven't been engaged before because it helps you to improve your overall strength and stability and usefulness, or, you know, muscle usefulness. But it also means possibly overexerting something that hasn't been used in that way before. That's how I not injured, strained my quads because I was doing the isometric barbell lift. All right, I'm talking too much. Let's go. Last exercise. I got to do 3 of these. All right, power lost. Only took me 30 seconds to lose power. That last one, I was like, can I get up? So that really wasn't explosive anymore. Fact is, if you get up at all on these, you're using some explosiveness because you got to lift yourself high enough. Well, if your legs and if your glutes and calves and all that is strong enough, you might be able to lift yourself from 0. But mine aren't. So that was only, what was I say, 30 seconds? So I get 1 minute rest is all I get. And normally I take less. I'm taking less today. Not on this one. I do. You definitely have to have something padded under your knees because there's a lot of stress on your knees here. So, and I'm falling down to the push-up position. I don't know if that's supposed to be it. I don't know if you're supposed to like control yourself down, but I'm not. Let's see. I have a minute rest. I got about 15 seconds. Even a minute seems long when all you're doing is sitting here. Don't have to change weights or nothing. All right. Marks, get set. Go. Just getting to 10 is proven challenging. 30 seconds, I get 1 minute again. Well, remember, this is something I should have been doing since the beginning of the month, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. This is kind of working, so that's good, but whatever. I'll have to remember this one too for something I want to do in the future. Oh, drink's gone. I don't know if there's a better way to set the camera. Yeah, 80 miles an hour is definitely going to stand out. Depends on where you're at, though. If you're driving down the Colorado highway, 80 might not even be fast enough to keep up. People drive fast on I-25, man. There must not be any cops patrolling that freeway. I tell you, I used to, every time I go visit Colorado where my family is, people are just nuts. I wonder if it'd be like, okay to go down into push-it position and then push up. Because I'm really coming down hard. Probably because I'm weak. All right, ready, set. I guess stopwatch doesn't matter. It's my third time. I thought I could have got to more. I might have, but then I started laughing because I lost it on the 13th one. So I decided explosiveness meant getting your butt off the mat and getting up. So you'll notice I went slower. Notice I went kind of slow once I got off the mat because I was just letting my glutes pull me up. I'm thinking part of that exercise is to let your glutes, engage. So it's like if I went really fast back, I'd be, I don't know. I just felt like if I could push myself up with explosiveness, then I'll let my glutes just pull me up. Ultimately, I only got a couple extra doing it that way. So then, sometimes you just gotta laugh. Sometimes these things are hard. And you surprise yourself, hey, I can go 13, I can go 14. And then when I go for do 13, I promptly fall on my face. So it was more than the 210s I did. All right, let's do some abs. I got some time. It's only 7:37, so I got started early enough. I can go do another ab workout. So the six-pack shuffles are only, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes. So I have plenty of time to do that. Let's put these weights on. So it's true, for me anyway. Like I say, you're supposed to, this wasn't a go to failure thing. This was a go to loss of power. But with this one, it's almost a go to failure thing because you need the power, the explosiveness, just to get off the mat. So if you lose the ability to get off the mat, like I did, then you lost your explosiveness, you lost your power. So it's not that it was muscle failure because I could still do push-ups and I probably could have still done some glute pulls, but the ability to push myself up hard enough and fast enough that my glutes can kick in is where the explosiveness went. So this one was easy to tell. I think theoretically, it's go to you can't do anymore because that's when you lost your explosiveness. You need that push to get it off the ground. Some of them, it's like you just start slowing down and you have to watch, okay, well, slowing down means I lost it. This slowing down isn't really the key. It's, can you do this? Once you can't do it, you lost it. So, all right, I'm gonna log this and then and set up a 6-pack shuffle for this next one. And this is like, say, only a 5 to 10 minute workout. So if I don't talk too much, it should be done before 8, which is my goal time. 8 my time. So it'll be nice. I get to actually mark down what I did for this one for the first time in a month. And funny enough, this is the last week. So it's the last time it's on my workout thing. So I'll have to remember that one because short of me doing this again in the future, it's, I don't know when I'll do it again, when I'll do that exercise, but it's a good one. So it's one of those that might stick in my head. I like the ones that seem to challenge my, do something different. It does put a little stress on the knees. Make sure you have a good padding though, under your knees if you're going to do that, because that is a lot of weight there. All right, so I guess I'm only counting reps. That's all that matters. I did 10. And then I did 10 again. And then I did 12 because I decided explosiveness ended when the ability to do it ended. Which, fuck it. And then I laughed heartily at myself and the ability and my massive sudden failure trying to do 13. Mark complete. Ta-da. And then do 6-pack shuffle, which is a button right underneath it. It's like, got time for a little extra ab work? Go on the 6-pack shuffle. It says that at the end of every exercise. Let's do this. Let's see. Shuffle them up. The entire core. Let's do the chin up bar and physio ball again. My two most hated pieces of equipment for this, because they're the hardest. Body weight's in there too, but he rarely ever has you actually do body weight. I don't think he does any body weight exercises, even though it's always on there by default. Maybe when you do the lower level ones, there's probably a lot of body weight ones. But when you do these, when I got the hardest and second hardest, so there's 4 levels. Prior to today, or prior to yesterday, I was doing the hardest level, 4. But these physio ball and pull-up bar exercises are 60-second long intervals, and just can't do it. I'm just not there. My abs aren't ready for it. So I'm trying to do more abs, but I have to do level 3, or I'm not gonna. I spend too much time failing. I don't like failing. So this says max level. I train 4 to 5 days a week, which is wrong. I train 5 to 6 days a week, but I don't do abs. So we'll say I do abs 1 to 2 days a week, and that would put me way down at the bottom. So we'll go with a happy medium max level, which is not the max, by the way. It is the second highest, near max. They should call it the near max level. Okay, so we're doing, this one's a random set of exercises. So they shuffle up a bunch of different ones. So we're going to do hanging knee raise, which is just a straight up hang and knees to your chest thing. Then we're going to do 30 seconds, one leg round the worlds, which I suck the big suck at, and I'm so bad at them. In fact, I don't even know how he does those because they seem impossible to me. And then alternating toe touch. Yeah, it's easy enough. 30 seconds of that, then I get a little bit of a rest. Total workout time is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Then we have hanging bent leg spirals. I don't know what that is, actually. Hanging bent leg spirals. I gotta look at his video. He does a little video for all of his exercises. Oh, okay. It's just back and forth obliques with your knees. All right, so that's easy enough. It's left, alternating, left, right, knee raises. Levitation crunch, which I don't know how that's different. It's on a physio ball. Is that why it's called levitation? Um, nope. It's just the physio ball. Yeah, must be all it is. Just crunches on a physio ball where you're lying on your back on the ball. And then a physio ball stirs each way. That's easy enough. So all of these, with the exception of the 30 seconds of around the world, should be pretty doable. I'm going to suck at that. I am outre terrible at the around the world. I can't, I mean, I literally will not. I will embarrass myself with the around the worlds. Let's see if I can set this up in a way that I don't have to mess with it while I'm doing this. Let's see. Yeah. Medicine ball, bars. That's all I need. Just a good. All right. Got a lot of disconnects and reconnects, but 5 people here, so it's fair. All right, so this next thing, it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I will be doing all this stuff. I'm going to switch over to the app because it has the videos and a timer. My headset goes wonky with Streamlabs running. In other words, I can't hear very well through it. It goes really, really quiet, even at full blast. So for 5 minutes and 30 seconds, I might be talking, but I won't be able to look at chat. So you'll just have to watch what I'm doing and hear what I'm saying. And if you've got comments, go ahead and put them in, but I'll have to check them after the workout. And oh, oops. Here we go. Gotta psych myself up. These are hard. Yeah. It's around the worlds that I hate. I don't even know if I'll be able to do them, but we'll see. I have not been able to do them well yet. I'm gonna do a quick. I'm gonna quick look at his around the world video again because. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. That's easily as complicated as I remember it. Okay. Here we go. On my marks, get set, go. Go. Oh. So straight up knee raises, 60 seconds. I lost the grip. 30 seconds each way on this insane exercise. One leg on this knee. This takes so much freaking balance. I just ain't got it. I can't do around the world. I'll just do running. So compared to what I'm just doing, the running, it's you're supposed to have your leg go out. I just can't do it. It's too hard. Alternating toe touch. It should be easier. Bad positioning. That was only a 30-second one, but I went longer. Actually, 10 seconds left in the rest, but this one's the alternating. This is basically alternating. 60 seconds of this, alternating, like the same thing I just did before for 60 seconds again, except this time it's overlaps. Thirty seconds. 5 seconds left. Crunches. This should be the easiest one, but I'm tired. It's basically just crunches on a frisbee ball. It's only 30 seconds, and I'm already at 10. At least about 10 seconds. This old ball stirs. I don't know what happened, it paused. It gave me time to catch up, I guess. So you just go one way for 30 seconds, and then the other way for 30 seconds. opposite direction. There you go. Well, it's funny, the direction really doesn't matter. This is a plank on a physio ball. The armrest, really, the movement doesn't really matter which direction you're going. It's just the same. Hold on. Trash. All right, there we go. End workout. 5.5 minutes of ab. 5.5 minutes of ab pain. Oh, sorry. It's so hard to get the camera in a place where I can move around and do these things. Because it's like, on one, I'm up above, I'm pulling myself up and doing leg lifts. And on the other, I'm down low, doing stuff on the ground or on the physio ball. You know, the only other option, I guess I could have put the camera further away so I could get more. But again, then it becomes an issue of space. This is one of the problems with doing this at a gym. You get to see what it's like to do this exercise, this workout at a gym, but you also get to see the pain in the rear it is to do this at the gym. Yeah, people everywhere. You got gear and all, spread out locations, and getting things done in a gym is a pain. So, Jeff and his cronies who make these exercises up, these workouts up. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice facility. It's got weights everywhere, but it separates them all. You got free weights over there. You got PT area where you can lie down and do workouts on your back and on the floor over here. You got gym over there. You got machines in the middle. You got cardio. All the stuff is upstairs. So they group it all together. It's all separate. But, and then they're not going to make, they're not going to have all the gear. And it's not a matter of the gym's fault. But this is the thing about having the problem with the gym is, again, it's spread out. You've got lots of people in there, especially if it's a big popular gym. And you've got lots of, I'm making excuses, I know, but it is a pain. And then Jeff and his cronies, they got their own private gym or, local gym or whatever he does everything in. So he's got all the stuff he needs. Everything he says, hey, I need to have something to hold my feet down. All right, well, let's do this. Or maybe I'm guessing he just happened to have something that would hold his feet down. I can stick my feet underneath that. Okay, we'll show people how to do this. Or, he has you're doing these band abs things. If you do a bands, it says put your weight on the bands and you're basically doing a curl on the ground. Well, unless you got really heavy bands, really strong bands, when I use my bands, I just fall to the ground. It doesn't hold me up. Now you need something like this. This thing has straps. Not every gym has these, but with these, they have straps that hang down. So that would work perfect for that purpose. You can sit on the ground and you can do that hanging plank or whatever he calls it, push-up plank or whatever. And then, so he's got all these tools, and he could sit there and just cycle around. He could put it all right next to him and do his workouts right in front of him. If the people, you're going to pay $100 to do his workout, I just feel like he needs to find and be assured that he's using common gear. And if not, tell you exactly the gear you need and not just say, if you have a membership at a major gym, it'll probably cover it. It doesn't. Now, I had to buy a lot of extra stuff. Now, I don't mind. I don't mind having my, having a dip belt and a weight belt and bands. And those things are pretty easy to carry with, but it still feels weird taking your own gear to the gym. So that makes it challenging as well. Sometimes, Plus, it's susceptible to theft. If you're in the middle of something and you're working out and you accidentally leave your belt behind, a $30 belt, and then you come back and somebody said, "Hey, $30 belt, cool," and they walk off with it, um, or your bands or whatever. Unfortunately, this day and age, people will help themselves to stuff that looks like, "Hey, this doesn't belong to the gym. Somebody must have lost it. Somebody must have forgot they owned it. So I might as well take it." So some people are nice enough to leave it at the front desk, but it doesn't always happen that way. So I'm done. I did it. I got everything done. I got an ab workout in. I got the 2 hour workout in. Actually, I got it all done in an hour and 42 minutes, which means I actually did it at a pace that wasn't stupid long. Well, that's the other thing. It's still an hour and a half, but I managed to keep up enough. That's kind of what you're going for. The third month, they're about 90-minute workouts. I really don't think you're going to go, even if you're more efficient than me, you might knock 5 or 10 minutes off of that, but it uh, isn't going to be much better than that. So I wouldn't count on making much more progress than that. Um, These are just long workouts. So if you do decide to do one of Jeff's workouts, or the Beast ones at least, this workout, uh, be prepared. And that's in the third month, expect that you're going to be at the gym for a while. Even if you can do it at home, awesome. I'm jealous, man. If you have the stuff, I can't do it. I don't even have. Even if I wanted to buy the gear, I don't have space for the gear, so I can't actually put a bench in my house. I have the weights. I could probably make. So I would need a rack and a bench, and I have nowhere to put a rack or a bench yet. One of these days, I hope to be able to upgrade my. Our garage isn't really a garage, but it's full of crap right now, and we're hoping to be able to expand or fix our house so that that garage becomes part of the house. We're going to actually add a garage, and hopefully then I'll be able to find some space to do a rack and a bench. But till then, we're talking a year or two down the road. Who knows what'll be going on by then? Will I still be streaming? If I am, yay! But if not, then do you no good. You do me no good either. So, not worry about that. Let's make do with what we have, and until next time, stay fit, stay healthy. Bye.